So here we have it, guys. The Xbox Series X. Oh my god, guys. I am so excited to be unboxing this. So without further ado, I'm just going to get into it, unbox it, and then start talking about it after, because this is going to be sick. As you can see, it's got Master Chief on the back from Halo. I mean, Halo has been delayed, but I guess Halo is going to be was supposed to be the launch title. So here we go. It looks very good. Fastest, most powerful Xbox ever. Redefined speed with Xbox Velocity architecture. Play thousands of games across 4 generations of Xbox and Xbox Game Pass. So let's get straight into this and unbox the console. Put it. So bear with me a second. I mean, it does look like it's a bit damaged in transport, but I mean, as long as the actual console is fine, we'll be good to go. Okay. And here we should just be able to slide that open, and it won't fit under my shelf, so I'm just going to have to pull it forwards, pull it off the desk a second, and hope that it goes back. Yep, there we go. And yeah, let's unbox this console. Oh my god! This is a lot smaller than I expected, although it's relatively heavy. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, okay. That's really heavy. That is really heavy. We've got an additional support manual with the control, Xbox. So I mean, to be fair, you know how to set it up anyway. Know how to set up an Xbox. I'm an Xbox fan. And then in here should be the controller and all the necessary wires, the high-speed HDMI and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, here we have the Xbox Series X controller, of which I have another one here. I've got the blue one, which is, I mean, to be fair, I'm actually really liking the look of that colour. Definitely my favourite colour out of the 3 ones they've done so far. So let's just open this. Already I can feel the texture on the bumpers and the triggers, and it feels great. I mean, wow. I mean, so it's got, you can see it's already a kind of fingerprint magnet. It's got all the texture on the back, quite rubber grippy texture, very nice. Got very clicky triggers and buttons. I quite like that. You can see kind of the redesign on the top. The D-pad more akin to the Elite controller. That's a lot more clicky. These buttons are a lot more clicky as well, which I really like. These sticks, they feel relatively the same, but they feel like they've got a bit more tension in them, which is what I like to see. And not to mention, you've got this share button, which is also kind of the same clickiness as this. Not too clicky, but all good. You've got your average button you'd expect. And then on the back, obviously, that's where you put your batteries in. Xbox wireless controller. I think possibly, do they include some? Do you get something else in here? Yeah. They give you 2 batteries, which is always cool. So here, we've just got the kind of normal power plug that goes into the back of the Xbox. Real reason to see that. Here we have the ultra high speed HDMI, which is going to allow for 8K or 120 frames per second. Obviously, I don't have an 8K TV. 120 frames per second. I have a new monitor specifically for that, so I'll show you my setup at the minute. Although it's kind of incomplete. I'm kind of waiting to get another monitor, so that's why it will look a bit disjointed when I do it. But for now, let's go on to the actual console. So here we are, boys. We have the Series X. As I said, it's very heavy, but let's just kind of take everything we can off this. Oh, I think it's upside down. Yeah, let's just pull this the other way. Don't want to break it, obviously. Looks like a little mini PC tower, and we should just be able to slide all of this off. Assuming it's not caught on the bottom like that. And here we go. A bit anticlimactic, seeing as we're kind of seeing it from the back, but wow, this console looks absolutely amazing. You've got the 2 USB ports, Ethernet port, power plug, HDMI out, and the little USB storage thing where you can put in your extra storage for your SSD. And wow, this looks really good. I mean, it's really sleek, really simple, but I'm surprised at how small it actually is. I'm assuming you should be able to put this on the side as well. Yeah, it's got these on the side, so I can tip it to the side and have it displayed like this as well. If I push that back here, you can see that. The button's very clicky. Quite a nice button. Obviously, you've got the button to open and eject and take in the discs. Yeah, I kind of put my table there. And then here is the controller to go along with it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to also unbox this controller, and then we're going to compare this to the size of the original Xbox One. I would do it to the Series X, but I traded that in to get this bad boy. We have the blue, the black, and the white colour on the back. Of course, you've got the texture on there. You've got the texture on the triggers and the bump. Well, not the bumpers, but you've got the texture on the triggers and just kind of on this ridge of the bumpers here. Very nice indeed. And yeah, you get some batteries with this as well. So as you can kind of see here, lengthways, they're pretty similar in size. Obviously, the Series X is smaller. I'll kind of zoom in and show you kind of what they look like on top of each other. If I grab this console here, kind of stick that on top. Yeah, it is shorter by just a little bit, just like that. But then if you compare it lengthways like this, you'll see that it's just over half of the width, which is quite crazy to think they've got that much power packed into such a small console in comparison. I mean, I think without further ado, we're going to go wire this up and start doing a few tests. But here, as you can see, we have the green texture, the green light, which is kind of seen in all of the promo images. So here we have the brand new Samsung Odyssey monitor that I purchased just for the Series X and PS5. And then now we are finally going to turn on the beast. Wow, there's literally no sound whatsoever. And here we are, the Xbox Series X setup. So without further ado, I'm going to get all this sorted out and log into the console. So as you can see here, upon trying to install certain games, you'll see that you can actually upgrade it to the kind of the best version for your console. So this, in terms of Watch Dogs Legion, should add stuff like ray tracing and all that kind of good stuff and upgrade the graphics. So I can't wait to try that out and see what that's kind of like. So now that all's been said and done, that was my unboxing of the Xbox Series X. I really cannot wait to get into using this and trying it out on a bunch of different games. I am going to release a review when I've properly tried it out and tried out all the different features. I'm also going to be doing an unboxing and review of the PlayStation 5 when it releases in the UK too. So if you found this video enjoyable, useful or informative, then please leave a like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all of my future content. Your support is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to tune in for more videos on consoles like the Series X and the PS5 and other great games on those consoles, and I will see you all later.